सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति। ओम सच्चिदानंदरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रय विनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नुमः। स्वर्गे संसार सागरे मग्नं दीनं मां करुणानिधे कर्ममोहगृहीताङ्गं मामुद्धर भवार्णवात्। श्रीमद्भागवताख्योऽयं प्रत्यक्षः कृष्ण एव हि स्वीकृतोऽसि मया नाथ मुक्त्यर्थं भवसागरे। मनोरथो मदीयोऽयं सफलः सर्वथा त्वया निर्विघ्नेनैव कर्तव्यः दासोऽहं तव केशव। सुखरूपप्रबोधज्ञ सर्वशास्त्रविशारद एतत्कथा प्रकाशेन मदज्ञानं विनाशय। ॐ निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयम् मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरण श्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। समस्त देवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री कृष्ण परमात्मनः समस्त गुरूणां देवतानां परब्रह्मणः श्रुतिमातुः अनुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोध सिद्ध्यर्थं पुराणेतिहास उक्त भगवद दर्शन प्राप्त्यर्थं ऋषि मुनि गुरूणां दर्शन प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं विश्व शांति सामरस्य कल्याण एकता प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रीमद् समस्त सनातन धर्म भक्त साधकानां रक्षणा शक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम विघ्न शत्रु निर्मूलन द्वारा विजय प्राप्त्यर्थम श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण शास्त्रस्य दशम स्कंधस्य पारायणं द्वादश स्कंधस्य अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ पारायणं। Friends, we will chant 27th chapter in which Indra will come, Kamadhenu will come, Surabhi will come. Indra especially asks for forgiveness to Lord Krishna. Krishna forgives him. Surabhi does wonderful abhisheka of Lord Krishna and Govardhana. That's how Indra's garva also bhanga happens here. That's what we'll see. Yesterday we saw Nanda Baba telling everyone about what Gargaji told about Krishna to him. After listening that, they have now finally understood Krishna is Sakshat Bhagavan only. You and I also should never have doubt regarding our own Purana Itihasa Ukta Bhagavan's Rupa. Whether you do Upasana or not, Puja or not, but don't become Nastika, don't become non-believer. Don't get carried away by the Murkhas around you. You know, they talk such a strong language. In Kali Yuga, all people who are non-positive talk very strongly. And spiritual things are not only based on logic. They are based on Shraddha and lot of Upasana, then you will have experience. So be careful with your Shraddha on Dharma, Sanatana and Gurus and Devatas and all. These people bent upon destroying our faith. Not only the other religion people, but those who don't claim to be in Hinduism talk themselves as Hetuvadi and all. They have no other business other than that. Protect yourself. Don't argue with them. Pray Bhagavan gives them also Sadbuddhi. Okay, now let us do the chanting. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapurana Mahashastram Parayanam Dashamaskandha Purvardha Ata Saptavimshodhyayah. Shri Shuka Uvacha Govardhane Dhrute Shaile Asarat Rakshite Vraje Golokad Avrajat Krishnam Surabhi Shakra Evacha Viviktau Pasangamya व्रीडितः कृतहेलनः पस्पर्शपादयोरेनं किरीटेनार्कवर्चसा दृष्टश्रुतानुभावोऽस्य कृष्णस्यामिततेजसः नष्टत्रिलोकेशमदः इन्द्र आह कृताञ्जलिः इन्द्र उवाच विशुद्धसत्त्वं तव धाम शान्तं तपोमयं ध्वस्तरजस्तमस्कं मायामयोऽयं गुणसम्प्रवाहः न विद्यते ते ग्रहणानुबन्धः कुतो न तद्हेतव ईश तत्कृता लोभादयो ये बुधलिङ्गभावाः तथापि दण्डं भगवान् बिभर्ति धर्मस्य गुप्त्यै कलनिग्रहाय पिता गुरुस्त्वं जगतामधीशः दुरत्ययः काल उपात्तदण्डः हिताय स्वेच्छा तनुभिः समीहसे मानं विधुन्वन् जगदीशमानिनां ये मद्विधाज्ञ जगदीशमानिनः त्वामीक्ष्य काले भयमाशु तन्मदं हित्वा हर्यमार्गं प्रभजन्त्यपस्मया इहा खलानाम् अपि तेऽनुशासनं सत्वं मम ऐश्वर्यमदप्लुतस्य कृतागसस्ते विदुषः प्रभावं क्षन्तुं प्रभोथार्हसि मूढचेतसः मैवं पुनर्भून्मतिरेष मे असति तवावतारोऽयमधोक्षजेह स्वयंभराणामुर्भारजन्मनां चमूपतीनाम् अभवाय देव भवाय युष्मत् शरणानुवर्तिनां नमस्तुभ्यं भगवते पुरुषाय महात्मने वासुदेवाय कृष्णाय सात्वतां पतये नमः स्वच्छन्दोपात्तदेहाय विशुद्धज्ञानमूर्तये सर्वस्मै सर्वबीजाय सर्वभूतात्मने नमः मयेदं भगवन् गोष्ठ नाशाय सारवायुभिः चेष्टितं विहते यज्ञे मानिना तीव्रमन्युना त्वयेषानुगृहीतोऽस्मि ध्वस्तस्तम्भो वृथोद्यमः ईश्वरं गुरुमात्मानं त्वामहं शरणं गतः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. So we have so many things to do, so we'll just stop here. Govardhane dhrute shaile asarad rakshite vraje. When Bhagavan lifted Govardhana and protected the Vraja Bhumi and the people, then the Surabhi came from Goloka, Indra came from his own Loka. Then in public, Indra did not meet Lord Krishna. He meets him in Vivikta, alone. बेइज्जत खुद भी नहीं कराना चाहते. भगवान ऑल्सो नोस कभी कभी रजोगुण आ जाता है, फिर गड़बड़ होता है. So that doesn't mean that we should severely punish them or humiliate them. That is not the way of a dignified people. You know, they forgive in the worst of the worst. What to talk about? Indradi, those who once in a while out of some ego, they do mistake. See, life should not be wasted in a big way for small, little issues. There are so many beautiful things in life which we have to enjoy. The life is not for just wasting, is it not? So, secluded, all alone, a personal appointment, Indra took, met Bhagavan Krishna. Then with his own head, which has got kirita, he has bent and did pranam to the feet of Lord Krishna. Then now he has seen the Krishna Mahima. Before that he heard only. He never believed. अब तो अपने आंखों से खुद देखा. Then Nashta Trilokesha Madaha. His arrogance that he is the Ishvara of Bhurloka, Antariksha Loka, Swarga Loka. That arrogance is removed. Now with folded hands, Bhagavan Krishna say, Sri, that Indra speaks. And lot of things. Now, if I take one by one shloka, so many of the Vedanta Vishayas are there. So he says, Vishuddha Sattvam Tavadhama Shantam. See, Lord is pure Vishuddha Sattva, where pure consciousness has not misunderstood as the Antakarana Ityani through the Maya and Tapomayam Dvasta Rajastamaskam. In that pure Vishuddha Sattva expression of Bhagavan, not even a trace of Rajas or Tamas. Then there is no Maya, there is no Guna Pravaha, there is no forgetfulness of yourself. That is what Paramatma in his ultimate stage. Okay? Even then, कुतोनो तद्धेतव ईश तत्कृता लोभादयो ये अबुध लिंग भावाः तथापि दंडम भगवान विभर्ति धर्मस्य गुप्त्यै खल निग्रहाय. Such only at the time of the sthiti kala for the nigraha of the khala, then protection of the dharma. Dandam vibharti means you hold the danda, the punishing rod. So that Bhagavan definitely to protect dharma and to eliminate the khala comes as avatara and does it. Now dekho, Pita Gurustvam Jagatam Adhishaha. Oh Krishna, you alone are Pita, you are the Guru, you are the Adhishwara of the entire Jagatu. Nobody can supersede you. Duratyaha Kala Upata Dandaha. During your avatara, you take danda in the hands. The danda is a danda. Punish the khala. But in general also, you continuously hold the danda, and that danda is kala danda, with which of every being, when the prarabdha is over, you separate that jiva from the deha adi and you send them to different deha. Then dekho, hitaya swecha tanubihi samihase. See, for the sake of the hita of the good people, by your own choice, you take different bodies. At that time, manam vidhunvan jagat isha maninam. Those who think that they are the Ishvara of the Jagat, that Abhimana, Garva, Ahankara, you come and remove. I am just literally explaining to you. I am not going into the details of that. Only one thing we have to learn is what? Within ourselves, we are one with Parabrahma. Therefore, Soham Anubhuti should be there on the seat of meditation. But when we are in the world at the Vyavahara Dasha, we are small little creature in the entire universe with small little capacities only of our upadhis. Then how can we have too much of mana or ahankara? Even we have ashtasiddhis, lot of other shaktis, they all are given to us by the Lord. Anytime He will take away. And why did He give us all that powers, possessions, positions? Is it to become arrogant and suppress the less privileged people? And to the extent of forgetting the Lord Himself who gave us all this? Let us not go wrong in this aspect. प्लीज रिमेंबर, जितना ऊपर हम चढ़ते हैं जाते हैं, गिरे वहां से तो उतना लंबा बड़ा चोट लगता है. अंडरस्टूड? देयरफॉर ऊपर गिरना ही इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं, नीचे ऊपर चढ़ना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं, नीचे नहीं गिरना चाहिए. एंड कौन गिराते हमको? भगवान. वाई? whenever we become arrogant of whatever we have become in our life. The more greater we become in the outer world, what saves us is humbleness. Is it clear? Throughout life, be in that unassumed humble form. For many reasons. One, whatever we have now, powers, positions, Lord only gave, anytime He will take away. Second is what? Like us, greater than us, millions and millions of people have come and gone. And they are going to come also. So what is special about? If we are some educated, little bit intelligent, we have some talents, abilities, we are given a power, we have little money, so what? So what we are saying here is what? Manam vidhunvan jagadisha manina. The moment that ego comes, inadvertence enters in us, then we don't care anyone. अब इंद्र का तो मदमान इतना चढ़ा कि वो तो भगवान को ही केयर नहीं किए. He has sent those rains for 7 days. है ना? Now Indra has come to his senses. Thank God. The difference between devatas and asuras is asuras marne tak they don't change. They die but they don't become simple, humble, positive, sattvic, devotional. But the devatas, they also become arrogant sometimes. But that arrogance doesn't stay long time. They again recognize their mistakes and ask the Lord for forgiveness. See, to err is human for various reasons. Whether we find it or somebody points it out, immediately acknowledging it, asking for forgiveness, trying to come out of that negative, if we do, we are safe. If we justify our mistakes and become arrogant, then it's only a question of time. The Lord is seeing from up above. He just will see the opportunity and He will give that lesson what He has to give us. Now see how Indra realized his mistake. Ye madvida agnaha. Oh Lord, people like me who are ignorant about you and your divinity, Jagad Ishamaninaha, who consider themselves as the Ishvara of the Jagat, Tvam Viksha Kale, Abhayamashu Tan Madam, Hitva Arya Margam. See, once we come into Bhava, the Arya Marga, the path of dignified, noble people of humbleness, simplicity, respect, reverence, so given up, Prabhajanti Apasmayaha. And without that smaya, we just lose track of the life. Iha khala namapi te anushasanam. And to such khala people, you come and teach the lesson. Therefore, sahatvam, that you, mama of mine, aishwarya madaplutasya krutagasaha, because of my arrogance, because of power, have done a sin of 7 days, troubling you and all your devotees. Avidushaha prabhavam. I was not aware of your prabhava. Pratyaksh rupena I did not see. I had doubt about you. Therefore, such terrible mistake I have done. Prabho, kshantum atha arhasi mudha chetasaha. My buddhi has become mudha. Therefore, O Lord, please kshama karo. Ma evam punar bhuhu mati isha me asati. And I am कान पकड़ रहा हूं मैं, my buddhi will not become asat like this anytime. इस एक बार बख्श दो, क्षमा करो. Can we do this exercise? Oh Lord, neglecting your presence in us, neglecting your presence in the world, taking the things given by you only, becoming arrogant. We all not only forgot you, we took that adharma marga. Many of the dushta papa we have done. Oh Lord, please forgive. See, aparadha sahasrani kriyante harnisham maya dasohamiti dasoyamiti matva kshamasva janardana. See the beautiful mantra? Aparadha sahasrani kriyante harnisham maya. So many mistakes I have done. Arjuna also, having seen the Vishwarupa, he can't pakadke, he does all that exercise as if, then says, Bhagavan, not knowing you are so great. How many times I insulted you when we were only together, when in public, while in the vihara, while in taking bhojano. कितने बार मैंने आपका इंसल्ट किया, मस्करी किया. हे भगवान, प्लीज क्षमा करो. Like father forgives the child, friend forgives a friend, the beloved forgives the lover. Arjuna asks in 11th chapter. We also should not do any mistake. Yet, if it all happens inadvertently, go on asking for forgiveness. भगवान से भी, प्रकृति से भी, माँ के जीवों से अभी करके ना आंग बंद करो अभी. Throughout this life and my earlier lives, whomever I have troubled knowingly, unknowingly, all of them, please forgive me. Allow me to walk my spiritual path. May my mistake committed against you and may your dukkha and anger should not be obstruction in my noble path which I have taken up now. If you forgive, oh my dear all friends, and you have a large heart, I can move ahead my spiritual path. Remember how much vigorously we try to walk spiritual path. If you have committed sins against anyone, that akrosha, dukkha, shapa of them will never allow you to go forward. इसलिए क्षमा क्षमा क्षमा. Is it not? Even in the Venkateswara Suprabhatam, you know, वर्धन अतिवेल तया तव दुर्विषहैरनुवेल कृतैरप राधशतैः भरितं त्वरितं वृषशैलपते परया कृपया परिपाहि हरे. Ativelataya, in all the wrong times, tava durvishahaihi, those sins which cannot be borne by you, which cannot be tolerated by you. Anuvela krutaihi, Anuvela, again and again taking the opportunity, creating opportunity. I have done so many sins. Aparada shataihi bharitam. My life is filled like that. Ativelataya tava durvishahai anuvela krutaihi aparada shatai bharitam. But now tvaritam. I have realized my mistakes. I want to reach your feet in my devotion. And all these aparada which I have done, I know you made a list of it, and I deserve to be hated by you. Not even allowed to come to your vicinity also. But tvaritam, whoever is my gati for me other than you. And where can I go? I have done mistakes in all my ignorance. Therefore, tvaritam, bharitam, tvaritam, vrushasailapate, paraya kripaya. Ordinary krupa of yours cannot work in forgiving the terrible mistakes I have done. Therefore, paraya kripaya, parihapahi hare. See, oh Lord, please forgive me. In life, asking for forgiveness every day. Because knowingly, unknowingly, to how many bhutas, bhuta means beings, we have committed the harm. We don't know. Nirantaram karte rehte. And all that is noted. And the result of that will come definitely to us. Just like the food eaten by us, knowingly or unknowingly, if it is wrong one, will not the food poison happen and the body is troubled? So to the life, the mind. Be attentive of it. We are not so paripakva in our wisdom, not so purified in our antakarana, freed from raga, dveshadi, kama, krodadi, ahankaradi. Therefore, that inadvertently mistakes happen. Oh Lord, forgive me. Is it not good, no? Tativela tayatama durvishahaira nuvela krutaira paradashatai bharitam tvaritam vrushasailapate paraya kripaya paripahi hare. अधिवेङ्कटशैलमुदारमते जनताभिमतादिकदानरतात् परदेवतया गदितान्निगमै. Aha! Wonderful shlokas. And in the same way, in Gita also, what he says? यच्चावहासार्थमसत्कृसोत्सि विहारशय्यासनभोजनेषु एको तवापि अच्युत तत्क्षमक्षं तत्क्षामये त्वाम् अहम् अप्रमेयं पितासि लोकस्य चराचरस्य त्वमस्य पूज्यश्च गुरुर्गरीयान् न त्वत्समोऽस्त्यभ्यधिकः कुतोऽन्यः लोकत्रयेऽप्य प्रतिमप्रभाव तस्मात् प्रणम्य प्रणिधाय कायम् प्रसादये त्वाम् अहमीशमीड्यं पितेव पुत्रस्य सखेव सख्युः प्रियः प्रियाया रहसि देवसोढुम्. These are all beautiful mantras. If you have a chance, sit with these Vaishnava Bhaktas. Even Shaiva Bhaktas also are there many, but the pure Vaishnava Bhaktas, in them, the deep devotion, surrender, wherein they consider themselves to be akinchana. In our life, we have to have those things. At the same time, asking the Lord for forgiveness. Again and again. And that Kripalu, Dayalu Lord forgives us. Same Lord we have to ask. Give me the wisdom to understand what is the right way of life. Give me the strength to follow that. Again, give me the double strength not to get distracted from this noble path whenever any of the distractions come. In this way, day in and day out, for some lives, honestly, from the core of heart, purely, we extend our prayers to Bhagavan. then his Bharpur Krupa will come, then he will slowly withdraw the Rajasic, Tamasic, Avidya Maya, which we will see today in our Agastyaji's teachings, in our Adhyatma Ramayana. Then, with that Vidya Maya, Satvika Maya, he will make us qualified with all Sadgunas, Antakarana Shuddha, then Guru Upasadanam, Guru Sharanagati, Guru will love us, and he will give us Tattva Jnanam. Gaining that Tattva Jnanam, we can have Mukti. So, we are doing the 10th skandha only today. We have to do the other one. Anyway, so, Shantum Prabho Atha Arhase Muda Chetasaha. I was deluded in my chitta. So, all these mistakes I have done of sending these rains and winds for 7 days. Ma evam puha bhumati rishame asati. Oh Lord, I am sure I'll be careful not to have this asanmati again, to trouble you or your devotees. So, Indra asks for forgiveness. That's the greatness of Indra and Brahma. They do mistake, but they're not arrogant like the Rakshasas. They rectify it by asking for forgiveness. Is it not? Have you done it? For the Bhagavan, for the Prakriti, for all the Jivas, knowingly, unknowingly, in all the past lives, whatever the mistakes we have done, including this one, may all of them forgive us. And let us be committed not to have that asanmati, to do the same mistakes. How to do that, sir? Only one thing: be fully occupied, busy in only spiritual things. Tired, you sleep. That's better. Don't enter into the world with all the ragadesha, kama, krodha, the durguna, and don't trouble the world. This is the way we have to start becoming matured and wise and change our life accordingly in our own interest. That information, that inspiration, that rectification, that empowerment, Sadguru and Sat Shastra does for us. Therefore, never leave Satsanga of Shastra, never leave the guidance from your Guru. Continuously keep taking, seeking. This is the only way. Then Indra says, Tava avataraha ayam adhokshajeha swayam varanam urubhara janmanam chamupatinam abhaya deva. We know this avatar you have taken to teach lesson to all the Chamupatis. Chamu means Sainya, Pati means Lord. So many kings with their own power, when they become very arrogant, and the Bhara to the Bhumi, to remove that you came, I know that Lord. Then Yushma Charananuvartinam Bhavaya. Abhavaya of Chamupatinam, Bhavaya Yushma Charananuvartinam. Bhava means prosperity. Abhava is destruction. So you took this avatar to destroy those arrogant kings and also to protect and help those humble devotees. So now Indraji, what beautiful shloka. Namaha Tubhyam Bhagavate. Oh Bhagavan, to you salutations. Purushaya, you are the Uttam Purusha, you are the Purna Purusha. Mahatmane, you are the self of all. Vasudevaya, you are Vasudeva Putra. Krishnaya, name is Krishna. Satatam Pataya Namaha. All these Yadu Vamsha and all the associate other 13 Vamshas, for all of them you are the Pati. Pati means you protect them. So, Swachanda Upatha Dehaya, Lord takes by his own choice the body, Vishuddha Jnana Murtaye. Now, this thing, those who are coming from morning Upanishad class, to some extent they are able to understand, because at length we discussed the Jnapti or the Jnanam Brahma, the Vishuddha Jnana Murtaye. Lord is an embodiment of the pure consciousness, which has not become chitta, nor it has got into the Triputi. You understood it? Morning class people, I know you will understand. For others, just skip that. Purushaya Mahatmane, then Vishuddha Murtaye, Sarvasmai, you are everything. Sarva Bijaya, you are the Bija for everything. Sarva Bhuta Atmane Namaha, you are the self of everyone. Now, these are the words when you find interest, keeping all other things away, going to the Guru, listening from him, the deep meaning of these words, which are indicating to us Paramatma, we can try to know. Morning Upanishad classes, that is what we are doing, and we are not going to leave it. We will study one after the Upanishad. These subtle things regarding Paramatma's indication, description, we are trying to understand there. Then, Maya idam he Bhagavan, Goshtha Nashaya. for destroying the entire this Gokula. I have done this Asara Vayubhihi. Winds also, rains also, even hailstorms also, everything Indra told that Samvartaka Megha to do. Cheshtitam Vihate Yagne Manina Tivra Manyuna. I did it because my yajna was not done. Then I am so arrogant that Mera yajna nahi kiya. Instead of mine, Govardhana and Go and Brahmana Puja is done. Therefore, Tivra Manyuna, with extreme anger, I have done this mistake. Oh Lord, forgive me. Tvaya Isha Anugrutosmi Dastastambho Vrutodhyamaha. Then my Udyama was made Vrutha by you, by lifting that Govardhana on one hand for 7 days without moving from there. He did not move in for hunger, thirst, anything. भगवान ना कहीं गए नहीं वैसे 7 दिन. All others were cooking, eating, they were doing all that under that mountain, protected by the Lord. He himself was standing there. So you made my Udyama Dhvasta by holding that mountain that way. Then Taya Isha Anugrutosmi. Because of that, my Stambha arrogance is Dhvasta destroyed. That is your Anugraha on me. Then the last line of Indra's prayer is beautiful. We are only touching it. I am not taking elaborately. Thoda bata raha hu. Last line is beautiful. Ishwaram Gurum Atmanam Tvam Aham Sharanam Gataha. You are the Ishvara, you are the Guru, you are Atma of everybody and me. I am just coming to your Sharanagati. Oh Krishna, don't punish me. Please forgive me. All alone. Now, how beautifully Bhagavan also in 3 or 4 shlokas forgives. Then that Surabhi which comes from Goloka, it does a wonderful Abhisheka to the Lord. Thereafter, there, Tumburu, Narada, Gandharva, Vidyadhara, every one of them come and do the beautiful praise of Krishna when that Surabhi is doing Bhagavan Krishna's Abhisheka. All these comprises is a part of that Govardhana Uddharana Leela. So all of them made every arrangements. They want to do Indra Puja. Bhagavan want to remove the garva of the Indra. Therefore he told, don't do, no need. Let us do for Go Brahman and Giri. When it was done, Indra became angry. He has sent Samvartaka Megha. It has terribly rained and all. Krishna lifted Govardhana for 7 days, protected. Then Indra defeated. He comes and asks for forgiveness. And what way Bhagavan forgives and all, that thing beautiful. Tomorrow we will see. Sarvam Krishna Arpanam Om Purnamada Shanti 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 Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Shri Bhagavata Sharanam Mama Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama Shri Suta Sharanam Mama Shri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama Shri Narada Sharanam Mama Shri Kumara Sharanam Mama Shri Brahma Sharanam Mama Shri Vishnu Sharanam Mama Shri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama Sharanam Mama Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva Om Srimad-Bhagavat Om Janmadhyasya yatonvayaditaratascha artheshvabhignaswarat tene brahma hrudaya adikavaye muhyanti yatsurayah tejo vari mrudam yatha vinimayo yatra trisargo mrusha dhamna svena sada nirastakuhakam satyam param dhimahi dharmah projjita kaitavotra paramo निर्मत्सराणां सतां वेद्यं वास्तवमत्र वस्तु शिवदं तापत्रयोन्मूलनं श्रीमद्भागवते महामुनिकृते किं वा परैरीश्वरः सद्यो हृद्यवरुध्यतेऽत्र कृतिभिः शुश्रूषुभिस्तत्क्षणात् निगमकल्पतरोर्गलितं फलं शुकमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः श्रीमद्भागवतं पुराणतिलकं यद्वैष्णवानां धनं यस्मिन् पारमहंस्यमेवममलं ज्ञानं परं गीयते यत्र ज्ञानविरागभक्तिः सहितं नैष्कर्म्यमाविष्कृतं तत्शृण्वन् प्रपठन् विचारणपरः भक्त्या विमुच्येन्नरः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं Om. Friends, after our chanting and explanation of 10th skandha done, in the continuation of our study, although we formally concluded the 11th skandha yesterday, last 2-3 shlokas, which are very important, give us the mahima of a Krishna Katha ityadi, that we will do. But today being Sankranti, formally we will start the 12th chapter, skandha beginning, chanting. Okay, that much only we will do. Then what is there in 12th skandha in 13 chapters? A synopsis we will see. Then we will take up one by one chapter. This is how our class will be on 12th skandha. And I really appreciate and congratulate every one of you, whether you have come regularly or not, came one day or 2 day, whatever, but you are a precious part of this marathon yajna of a whole Bhagavatam studied so far in last 2.5 years, especially the 11th Mukti Skandha. You are with us for that 502 days. We have spent for it without break. It's a good feeling, good joy. Whether you have understood it thoroughly or not, we did sadhana or not, वो तो फिर लगातार चलता रहेगा. Life after life, little by little only we evolve. By now you might be clear about it, especially those who are with the gurus, masters, with spirituality, with lot of upasana, parayana from last 30-40 years. उनको पता चला अभी जरूर होगा कि इतना भी करने से जो प्रोग्रेस होता है बहुत थोड़ा ही. So that aspect, though we give importance, but in other context. But let us feel that self-respect and happiness that we could unbroken do the entire Ekadasha Skandha and all the 11 Skandhas so far. That's a good thing. That means what? Nothing like arrogance anywhere. If you are committed and Bhagavan's grace will definitely come, then definitely we this way can study our Shastras. If this much confidence we gained, then not only study, the contemplation, meditation also on regular basis we can do. And that takes us deeper and deeper in our understanding. Then slowly the untruth goes away, which is only out of delusion and ignorance, and the truth starts revealing. That tomorrow we'll see, day after tomorrow and all, in our Patanjali Yoga Darshanam. तत्र स्थितो यत्नोऽभ्यासः स तु दीर्घकाल नैरन्तर्येण सत्कारा सेवितो दृढभूमिः. All these things tell us how to do sadhana rigorously, regularly. So Shravanam part we have done. Mananam Chintanam also. Hey Bhagavan, we are your children. Please bless us to do. As a result of which, our ignorance should be replaced by our correct and convinced and thorough understandings. And give us strength also to live those understandings so that we come out of all these grossnesses, all these multiplicities, all these extrovertedness, all the delusion created commotions of living life with all the mental diseases of kama, krodha, raga, dvesha. May we truly recognize the value of positive values. May we truly recognize the glory of you and thus need of devotion. May we really also, if possible, your blessings, understand the truth also. So in this way, we should slowly embark on this path. Okay, now what we will do? Formally, we are starting the chanting of the or study of the 12th skandha. And what is 12th skandha? What is its name? What it contains? All that we will do tomorrow. Today's job is formally beginning chanting 12th skandha, first chapter. Then what is left yesterday in the 11th last few shlokas that we'll touch upon. Because I was not happy with the conclusion yesterday of last 5-6 shlokas. Be with me. Then this 12th skandha's name is Ashraya. It is last. So, what is Ashrayam? Ki abhasashcha nirodhashcha yatashchadhyavasiyate sa ashrayah param brahma paramatmeti shabdyate. So, from the Jnanam standpoint, Bhagavan being the Satchidananda, the substratum of everything, he is the Ashraya. Clear? So too from the Bhakti standpoint, he is the wielder of Maya with the Maya in his control, using these three gunas of Sattva, Rajas, Tama, he being the Lord of creation, maintenance and dissolution. Therefore, whose Ashraya we have to take to protect ourselves from ourselves, to protect ourselves from the world, to prosper in the life, if not Lord? किसका और आश्रय लेना है? भक्ति मार्ग में उन्हीं का आश्रय, ज्ञान मार्ग में भी उन्हीं का आश्रय. और ये बात बताने के लिए ही बाकी 9-11 स्कंदों का काम था. That all these things I'll beautifully will discuss it tomorrow. I'll tell you the definition. Nirodha abhasascha nirodhascha yataschadhyavasiyate ashrayah param brahma paramatmeti shabdyate. This is the theme of the 12th skandha. Like the 10th skandha was Nirodha, 11th was the Mukti, the 12th is Ashraya. Some people say 10th is Ashraya because in that Bhagavan Krishna gave Ashraya to all. Obviously, the last skandha should be Mukti, therefore 12th is Mukti, they say. And so too, the reasoning is what? In this 12th skandha only, the student Parikshitji gets Mukti. Is it not? इस तरह से व्याख्यानकार दोनों तरह से बोलते हैं. All that is scholarly discussions and all. We are interested in Bhagavad Katha. We are interested in knowing His Mahima. We are interested in our devotion and surrender to Him right now. If the Lord wants, He will make our intellect sharper. Those times are the time all the study we enter into. Clear? Now let us make the study or chant of first chapter of 12th Skandha, which is nothing but the Vamsha Parampara of the kings after the Parikshit this side, after Vajranabha that side. So here वजनाभ के बाद आने वाले ये सारे चंद्र वंश के राजाएं हैं. Clear? In this list we can see Ashoka Raja, no? Up to that we'll see the topic about Chanakya, we'll see the topic about Chandragupta. They are all future tense. Maha Bhagavata Purana is written by Vyasa immediately after Kali Yuga started or Krishna Avatara over, maybe around 300-350 years. Uske baad, when Shuka Parikshit Samvada was over, then Suta Shaunaka Samvada was over, around that time Vyasaji gave it to us. So from that time, this time 5000 saal ho chuke. But then the future rajas will be explained. And कल के अवतार तक भी हमको थोड़ा थोड़ा बताएंगे. More details about this is in Bhavishya Purana. Even आगे वाला. You can see in that Turushkaha, Gurundaha, all these people. The Turushka means the people of Turkey, and the Mlecha, Yavanaha. They're all free people from all these who have come and troubled us. उनका भी नाम आता है इधर. This is what is the first chapter talks about. We'll only go through. There's nothing to study. Names of the kings and their children, इस तरह से होगा. Okay. But then the second chapter tells us all the Kali doshas. When we read them, you can see, यार वाकई जैसा है वैसा ही बोल रहे इधर. Is it not? In that way, the remaining 11 chapters क्या है, ये सब हम कल पढ़ेंगे. टुडे फॉर्मली ऑन संक्रांति डे 15th Jan 2023, we are concluding 11th Skanda in the Satsang, starting 12th Skanda in the chanting and Satsang. Thank you. Just fold your hands, pray to Bhagavan Krishna and all the Bhagavata Acharya, Guru, Devata, Parampara. Ask them to bless to study this 13th chapter also exhaustively, systematically, as we did the earlier Skandas. And the Lord will bless us definitely. Okay. ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणो द्वादश स्कंदः. आभासश्च तिरोधश्च यतश्चाध्यवसीयते स आश्रय परं ब्रह्म परमात्मेति कथ्यते शब्द्यते. ओम अथ द्वादश स्कंधः. अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः. राजोवाच स्वधामानुगते कृष्णे यदुवंश विभूषणे कस्य वंशो भवत्पृथ्व्याम् एतदाचक्ष्व मे मुने. श्रीशुक उवाच योऽन्त्यः पुरञ्जयो नाम भाव्यो बार्हद्रथो नृपा तस्यामात्यस्तु शुनकः हत्वा स्वामिनमात्मजं प्रद्योतसंज्ञं राजानं कर्ता यत्पालकः सुतः विशाखयूपस्तत्पुत्रः भविता राजकस्ततः नन्दिवर्धनस्तत्पुत्रः पञ्चप्रद्योतना इमे अष्टत्रिंशोत्तरशतं भोक्ष्यन्ति पृथिवीं नृपाः. शिशुनागस्ततो भाव्यः काकवर्णस्तु तत्सुतः क्षेमधर्मा सुतस्तस्य क्षेत्रज्ञः क्षेमधर्मजः. विदिसारस्तु तस्तस्य अजातशत्रुर्भविष्यति दर्भकस्तत्सुतो भावी दर्भकस्याजयः स्मृतः. नन्दिवर्धन आजेयः महानन्दिस्तु तत्सुतः. शिशुनागादशैवैते षष्ट्युत्तरशतत्रयौ समाभोक्ष्यन्ति पृथिवीम कुरु श्रेष्ठ कलौ नृपाः. महानन्दिसुतो राजन् शूद्रीगर्भोद्भवो बलीन् महापद्मपतिः कश्चित् नन्दः क्षत्रविनाशकृतो ततो नृपा भविष्यन्ति शूद्रप्रायास्त्वधार्मिकाः. स एकच्छत्रां पृथिवीम अनुल्लङ्घितशासनः शासिष्यति महापद्मः द्वितीय इव भार्गवः. तस्य चाष्टौ भविष्यन्ति सुमाल्यप्रमुखाः सुताः य इमां भोक्ष्यन्ति महीम राजानश्च शतं समाः. नवनन्दानद्विजः कश्चित् प्रपन्नानुद्धरिष्यति तेषाम् अभावे जगतीम मौर्या भोक्ष्यन्ति मैकलौ. So in this shloka you will see Chandragupta Maurya. Sa eva Chandraguptam vai द्विजो राज्येभिषेक्ष्यति तत्सुतो वारिसारस्तु ततश्च अशोकवर्धनः. सुयशा भविता तस्य संगतः सुयशस्सुतः शालिशूकसुतस्तस्य सोमशर्मा भविष्यति शतधन्वा ततस्तस्य भविता तद्बृहद्रथः. मौर्या हेते दशनृपाः सप्तत्रिंशत्शतोत्तरं समाभोक्ष्यन्ति पृथिवीम कलौ कुरुकुलोद्वः. हत्वा बृहद्रथं मौर्यं तस्य सेनापतिः कलौ पुष्यमित्रस्तु शुङ्गाह्वः स्वयं राज्यं करिष्यति. अग्निमित्रस्ततस्तस्मात् सुज्येष्ठोऽथ भविष्यति. वसुमित्रो भद्रकश्च पुलिन्दो भविता ततः ततो घोषः सुतस्तस्मात् वज्रमित्रो भविष्यति. ततो भागवतस्तस्मात् देवभूतिरिति श्रुतः. शुङ्गादशैते भोक्ष्यन्ति भूमिं वर्षशताधिकं ततः कण्वान् इयं भूमिः यास्यत्यल्पगुणान् नृप. शुङ्गं हत्वा देवभूतिं कण्वो मात्यस्तु कामिनं स्वयं करिष्यते राज्यं वसुदेवो महामतिः. तस्य पुत्रस्तु भूमित्रः तस्य नारायणः सुतः. नारायणस्य भविता सुशर्मा नाम विश्रुतः. काण्वायन इमे भूमिं चत्वारिंशच्च पञ्च च शतानि त्रीणि भोक्ष्यन्ति वर्षाणां च कलौ युगे हत्वा काण्वं सुशर्माणं तद्भृत्यो वृषलो बली गां भोक्ष्यति आन्ध्रजातीयः कञ्चित् कालमसत्तमः कृष्णनामा तद्भ्राता भविता पृथिवीपतिः श्रीशातकर्णस्तत्पुत्रः पौर्णमासस्तु तत्सुतः लम्बोदरस्तु तत्पुत्रः तस्मात् शिबिलको नृपः मेघस्वातिः शिबिलकातु अटमानस्तु तस्य च अनिष्टकर्मा हालेयः तलकस्तस्य चात्मजः पुरीशभीरुस्तत्पुत्रः ततो राजा सुनन्दनः चकोरो बहवो यत्र शिवस्वातिररिन्दमः तस्यापि गोमतिः पुत्रः पुरीमान् भविता ततः. Up to 26 we chanted. There are some 17. We'll do them. Second also we'll chant. Then we do the class tomorrow of the 12th skandha. Now for 10-15 minutes, what has happened toward the end yesterday, and that 2-3 shlokas only, important they are. Let us just ponder over that. 11th skandha, 31st chapter, last few shlokas. Now, as per the story, what happened? What happened to Krishna and Balarama and all the male Yadavas, Vyasa? Then, when Daruka came to Dwaraka, fell at the feet of Ugrasena or Vasudeva, then told about the gati of all of them. Everybody felt so miserable and they ran to that Yuddha Bhumi. In fact, not a Yuddha Bhumi, but that is a Punya Kshetra Prabhasa only, but they fought there, killed each other. Went there and they were so miserable. Then वहाँ फिर सब उस क्षत्रियों का और यादवों का सारे चिताएं पैर जो लगाए गए पैर, then Pibayari, all these patnis, everyone, most of them they entered and they left the body. So Vasudeva, Rohini, Devaki, they left the Sharira. Then all Krishna Patnis made Chita and entered. Balarama Patnis entered along with Balarama. Pradyumnadi, they were all, his wife and all, Krishna Bhagavan के बहु वगैरह सब, और उनके जो पुत्र प्रद्युम्नादि शरीर छोड़े उस शरीर के साथ वो चले गए. In that way, maximum of them left along with those husbands on the Chita. It's a huge mass thing it must be. Not much talked about or reported, because not so that way pleasing thing it is. But then it is inevitable. Everybody will die, nobody will die. Is it not? So all that we saw yesterday. And then kya hua fir? The turn of Arjuna came. So Arjuna was so pained and miserable because Krishna and Arjuna are the Nara Narayana. They are from the beginning of Srishti itself, they are doing tapasya for the protection of the jivas. Now, even in this Dwapara Yuga, what a beautiful combination they had in so many ways. Not only in the Kurukshetra Yuddham, but in so many other timings. Krishna frequently goes to Delhi because of his love for Bhuvaji, Kunti Mata, respect for her, and also because of Yudhishthira for his dharma and all, and especially for Arjuna because they are jigri dost. Bhaktosi me sakha cheti, ishtosi me dudamiti, all that we saw in Gita, no? So Arjuna was really pained. Everybody felt pain. देखो जब वो बंदा जो इतना वैसे लीलाएं करते हैं भगवान, इतने लोगों को प्यार दिया, रक्षणा की, then when he leaves this, people miss. Arjuna was so miserable. But then, lucky for him, in that Kurukshetra Yuddha, he heard the entire Gita. So with that knowledge, he consoled himself. Now it's a big topic, but I'll not discuss at length. This much I will say, ki let our Shastra Jnana protect us from falling down. Let the Shastra Jnana empower us to accept the inevitabilities without much of losing the balance. And what it means, what? As a self, we are eternal. As a deha, every moment perishing. As a jiva, We were in the earlier time other body, we will be in the next body in the future. This one is only temporary. With this wisdom, let us not allow any happening to overpower our mana buddhi and make us miserable or bound. That's what Arjuna did because he heard Gita. You and I also heard, if not Gita, but Upanishads, from where the Gita came, उपनिषदों का सार ही है गीता, तो उसको पढ़ने का हमें फायदा होना चाहिए. And those who are coming regularly, for them, तो it's my order because they are answerable to me and I question them. With this study of so many Upanishads, our understanding about our own self to be the self, not the Dehadi Upadhi, should be firm. Whether we are able to give up all non-positive or not, whether we are able to deeply meditate or not, whether we are realizing, oh, to hoga, dheere, dheere. But so many Upanishads studied, we should know whole Srishti Sthiti Laya in its entirety itself is imagination or projection. Then in that Srishti, how one Deha Adi Upadhis are real? You understood now? We are regular students of Upanishad Vedanta must be very clear about the permanence of Paramatma Tattva and the Mithyatva of the Jagat. Therefore, in this Mithya Jagat, anything happens, we should be able to take it smilingly. Is it not like the goldsmith? He smiles when the ornament gets broken because he knows ornament is meant only for breakage, but the gold never breaks when the ornament gets broken. Is it not? So too, the entire Srishti only goes into Laya. What to talk about the small little things of the world? In spite of all that, Paramatma Tattva is untouched. And that is me. So that knowledge Arjuna used, thus he did his own सांत्वना. In short, we are talking that. अब डिटेलली अब हम नहीं बताएंगे क्योंकि उपनिषदों में इसमें आ ही जा रहा है ना ये टॉपिक बार बार. Then after what Arjuna did was took all the remaining people, those are alive and all, with him to New Delhi. And there he made Vajranabha as the king. Okay. Bandhunam Nashtagotranam Arjuna Samparayika Matanam Karyamasa. That also we saw who have lost the Gotra. Everybody of that Gotra died. Nobody for Pinda Pradhanam. For all of them, Arjuna, you wholesale got it done. And this also a lesson for us to learn. Even though we are becoming modern or mad or technologically growing, but scripturally, culturally, the traditional thing of doing that Shraddha and Pinda Pradhana to our elders after they die, not that we must continue. तो अर्जुन ने वो सब कराए. फिर उसके बाद क्या हुआ? द द्वारका नगरी वाज टेकन इनटू बाय द ओशन. उसके बाद क्या हुआ? Only one place is left away. What is that? Varjayitva Maharaja Srimad Bhagavat Alayam. So Bhagwan's place where he stayed, that is left. Other whole Dwaraka was consumed by the ocean. Then what happened? Uske baad Nityam Sannihitah Tatra Bhagwan Madhusudanaha. So this topic also we discussed yesterday. Remember, Bhagwan is everywhere available, Baba. That intense bhakti shraddha आपको है तो प्रकट होते हैं. That Tulsi Ramayana shloka, never forget. Hari vyapaka sarvatra samana premate pragata hoi मैं जाना. सर्वत्र समान रूप hari vyapaka, everywhere. Premate prakata hoi मैं जाना. Okay, and in that also the places where Bhagwan lived, like Mathura Vrindavanam, like that Dwaraka Nagari. Please remember, I am telling you some subtle thing, technical thing. What's that? The Lord, when he lived there in Dwaraka, Mathura Vrindavanam, he did lot of things and he was divinity personified. So all those residue of Bhagavan's divinity remains there in a very subtle form. What it is called, we don't know. You call it his aura or its vibration or power of his presence. कुछ भी कहो वो रहता है. You understand it? Like our own elders whom we love so much, devoted, and they're also high order of life they lived. When they leave the body, their house, their room where we say, go, that chair where they sit when we see, Don't you feel their presence? At least for some time. In the same way, Sarvavyapaka Bhagavan, yet the places where he lived, that place has the special power of Bhagavan's presence. That can be tapped or invoked by our regular darshana to that place. That is what he has said. Nityam sannihitah tatra Bhagavan Madhusudanaha. Remember, even in Kali Yuga now, there are some jivas who have made their antakarana so shuddha that when they visit such places, they definitely have some glimpses of experiences indicating the presence of Bhagwan there. How it is, they may not be able to explain it. वो कुछ विलक्षण होता है, बता नहीं सकते. Bhagavan can be in a rupa, he can give darshana, a touch he can give, a flash रूप में he can come and go. कुछ ना कुछ भगवान का अनुभूति ऐसे शुद्ध अंतःकरण वालों को होता है. Only to tell that what Sukadev ji said is right when he says नित्यम सन्निहित तत्र भगवान मधुसूदनः. भगवान निरंतर है. Clear? Then smrutya ashesha ashubhaharam sarvamangala mangalam. Okay? Smrutya sarva ashubhaharam. Please have faith in it. Every day that sapta moksha dhama smarana, when we can, if you can do, all the ashubharana goes away. All the ashubha gets harita or removed. Smrutya sarva ashubhaharam. All the seven, especially the Dwarika Nagari, and in that Bhagavan is present, that faith, that Shraddha. Let us do that 3 times. Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, Kanchi, Ravantika, Puri Dwaravati Chaiva, Saptaite Mokshadayigaha, Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, Kanchi, Ravantika, Puri Dwaravati Chaiva, Saptaite Mokshadayigaha, Ayodhya, Mathura, Maya, Kashi, Kanchi, Ravantika, Puri Dwaravati Chaiva, Saptaite Mokshadayikaha. And you can plan 1 year to stay 1.5 month in each of these 7 moksha dhama. Starting from Ayodhya. At least one month we can. Abhi Ayodhya mein December, Jan 31st, 2024, the target is made for the opening of Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. And 60% construction is over. You can see it in papers every day it comes. So we can start with Ayodhya, we can conclude with Dwaraka. Before that, स्मरण करो, सारा अशुभ जाएगा, faith के साथ करना है. Then सर्व मंगल मंगलम. Please Bhagwan, remove all the amangalatas in our vichara, amangalatas in our vani, amangalata in our karma. Let everything be mangala. Right from morning we get up till we sleep and till we die. Please protect us from our own selves. Please protect us from this Bhayankara Kali Yuga. अब कली के दुर्गुण अभी बताएंगे second chapter of 12th skandha में. In that way, when we pray, close eyes, go to Dwaraka in your mind, do pranam to the Bhagwan there, Dwarakadish Bhagwan, and put in front of him, Bhagwan, I remembered you, remove all the Shubha, fill my life with only the Mangalatva. It works, please remember. When you do with faith, these prayers have tremendous power. And with these intense prayers done and God's grace invoked, and where Antakarana is slowly getting purified of all non-positivities, and positive Shraddhas, faiths or values we are practicing, even Vedanta little if we are able to understand, the joy of that is so beautiful. Maja aata hai wo wala. And if you become day by day increased bhakta by doing Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, or even Vedanta, if you are contemplative, if you have become, or through the Abhyasa Vairagya, the sadhana, if you are doing the Vritti Nirodha, for that you are also taking the help of Ishwara Pranidhanam. अरे भजा इतना बढ़िया रहेगा जीवन का हमारा. Let us never say that it is not possible to us. It is possible with our capacity. Whatever we have, let us keep on doing. So in short, the whole topic is what? When Bhagavan left this world, Dwaraka is submerged in the ocean, leaving behind the place where Bhagavan lived. And that is full of Bhagavan's presence all the time. So when one does smarana of it, all the Ashubha is removed, and when the Smarana and Prarthana is done, Bhagavan gives all the Mangalatas to us. This much we should understand. हो गया. So समुद्र ने द्वारका को डुबाया, एक से भगवान का मंदिर. That topic we discussed. Then whatever the people who left behind, they are taken by Arjuna. That also we have discussed. That's what here. Stri Bala Vruddhan Adaya Hata Sheshan Dhananjayaha Indraprastham Samaveshya. He went to Indraprastha, Delhi. There, what did he do? Vajram Tatra Abhyashechayat. Vajra or Vajranabha, it is his name. Who is Vajranabha? Who is the son of Aniruddha. Aniruddha is whose son? Pradyumnaji's. Pradyumna is whose son? Bhagavan Krishna's. And who is Bhagavan Krishna? Take a danda and hit on your own head. और प्यारे प्यारे भगवान का ऐसे पूछ दो. Lord Krishna's son Pradyumna is son, Aniruddha is son is Vajra or Vajranabha. Arjuna ने उनको राजा बनाया. And we will see at the end of 12th skandha, the Skandha Purana Antargata Bhagavat Mahatmyam. In that, the Raja Parikshit Vajranabha story comes in 4 chapters only. So beautiful it is. That is the Bhagavata Mahatmya Katha. छोड़ेंगे नहीं, हम उसको भी देखेंगे. So having done this, what happened next? कि all this is being told by Shukadeva ji to Parikshit. So Shrutva Suhrudvadam Rajan Arjunat te Pitamaha. Hey Raja Parikshit, te Pitamaha, your grandfathers, Pandavas, Yudhishthira, Bhim, Nakul, Sahadeva, Arjunat Shrutva, listening from Arjuna, what? Suhrut Vadham, that all the Suhruts of Yadu Vamsha are dead or killed by each other, having heard that Yudhishthira got such a dispassion. And seeing him, his brother Bhima and all, ab dekho, they have seen every aspect of life. They enjoyed also the kingdom. They went through very painful life in their childhood, troubled by Duryodhanadi. They were in the Vanavasa, Aranyavasa, Ajnatavasam, and the terrible fight of Kurukshetra Yuddha they did for 18 days, where lakhs and lakhs killed. अब देखो ना, एक जिंदगी में इतना सब देखने के बाद इतना मेच्योरिटी आना ही पड़ता है. So Yudhishthira said, enough of it now. He makes Parikshit as king. So Tvam tu Vamshadaram Krutva. तुम तो ये जानते हो कि तुमको वंशधर बनाकर जगमुह सर्वे महापथम. All these Pandavas went on that Swargarohana, and that is there in different Purana Mahabharata. First Draupadi will fall, then Sahadeva, then Nakula, Arjuna, then Bhima. Finally Yudhishthira goes to the Swarga along with that Yamadharmaraj who follows him in the form of that Shunaka. In between, for a moment, he is sent to the Naraka because he spoke one lie, that is of Ashwatthama Kunjaraha. And when he enters to that Naraka, everyone feels so consoled because the presence of such a great Dharma Parayana Yudhishthirji. He asked, who are they? Narakavasin, they did Papa. But how come they became cool in such small time? Because of your presence there. Oh, if my presence makes them that way, freed from that dukkha, like 15 अगस्त 26 जनवरी को जेल के सब लोगों को खाना वाना देते हैं, कुछ लोगों को छोड़ते भी है, अच्छा खाना देते हैं. So Yudhishthira says कि in that case, let all my punya be given to them so that they are freed. And in exchange of Yudhishthira's punya, many of the Narakavasins are liberated also. And again Yudhishthira is taken to Swarga. Then he asks, yeah, मेरा पुण्य तो खत्म हो गया. How I am taken? He says, पुण्य तो खत्म हुआ, but पुण्य को दान करने का पुण्य फिर होता है ना. That deserves you to Swarga. So they say, Sashariram, Yudhishthira went to Swarga and merged in that Tattva. And all of them are Tattva Jnanis. You know, detached. They're all Maha Yogis and Bhagavad Bhaktas, Shuddha Antakarana Vale. Just seeing 1 or 2 stories here and there of Pandava, don't underestimate them. देखो ये बात मैं हमेशा के लिए कह रहा हूं. When even Bhagavan comes in the upadhis, upadhi dharmon को follow करना पड़ता है. While following so, everything cannot be perfect. Nowhere for that it can be. Perfection is possible only in being one without second Brahman. With that. In other cases, 1 or 2, usko lekar you cannot underestimate or say anything about our great avatars and rishis and munis. That is the job of these useless other religious fellows who are jealous of our Hinduism. You know? They are jealous of our such a vast thing, and they're so cruel, they want to destroy ours, all that nonsense they do. And we Hindus lucky that good people, we don't study their scriptures and bring out all the things with which they can also be pointed out all the negativities. We should not do. We have none of our business. हमारा जब अपना श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास पढ़ो उसमें ही हमको आनंद है. So point is what? I just in short said what's there in Mahabharata regarding Pandavas going to Swargarohana. ये डिटेल तो यहाँ नहीं बताया. यहाँ इतना बता रहे सुखदेव जी परीक्षित जी को कि युधिष्ठिर जी after hearing Krishna Adi everybody left, he got the Vairagya, he made you as the king, they went for Mahapatham. You understood it? Yes sir. Now these last two shlokas. Actually इसको कहना था मुझे, but we have studied all that thing also. Never mind. तीन चार चीजें हम कर रहे हैं. 10th skandha we are studying, thoda explanation we are doing, 12th we have chanted, again concluding the 11th one. So ours is justifying all that. Now the falashruti of this Bhagavan Krishna Avatara Katha, which started in the third chapter or second chapter of the 10th skandha. You remember that? All the Bhumata, Devatas go to Narayana, Kshirasagara. All the Bhumi has become Bharayukta, please remove. Bhagavan says, I will come to Devaki Vasudeva. Then we saw Devaki Vasudeva marriage. When they were going, Kamsu, and he says, I will drive chariot for my sister. When he was driving, Akashvani, Yam Akashvani, Samprati Vartaha, Suryantam. You are driving their chariot with so much love. Their Ashtama Garbha, you be your killer. You know that immediately what comes at it and all. Then one by one he was killing. Then Bhagavan ka planning and all. Second or third chapter say Krishna Janma jahan se shuru hua, up to this Krishna Niryanam of this 11th Skandha, the last chapter. The Falashruti of listening to these kathas of Bhagavan. Listen with devotion, then listen with faith, then develop the faith and devotion in God that the Lord is there. Just because you can't see with eyes and he is not now present, don't say that Bhagavan nahi hai, aise nastik mat bano. So, yaha etat deva devasya vishnoho karmani janmacha kirtayet shraddhaya martyaha sarva papai pramuchyate. So beautiful it is. Is it getting clear? Not at all ambiguous, not at all complicated to understand. What is that? Yahamartyaha. Every and any of the human beings. Etat, this. What is this? Deva devasya Vishnoho karmani janmacha. Now is no more Krishna because Krishna merged in Vishnu. Therefore, Deva Deva, Devon ke Dev, Vishnu Bhagavan ka Janma in all avatars, especially in the 10th and 11th, the Krishna avatar ka, then Karmani is all the Leelas. Summary of all Leelas is what? Dushta Sikshana, Sishta Rakshana, Dharma Samstapana. Paritranaya Sadhuna, Vinaya Dushkritam, Dharma Samstapanarthaya. These all things, whoever Kirtayet Shraddhaya, with full faith, whoever is the one talking about it or listening or studying and then doing Mananam Chintanam, then what will happen? Sarva Papai Pramuchyate. How it works, we don't know. We just have the faith in Bhagavan. We all have the faith in our Rishi Muni Parampara. When they said it will happen, that's it. Sarva Papai Pramuchyate. And what is Papa? As we already seen, starting from ignorance, followed by delusion, becoming an individual jiva, owning these upadhis, identifying with them, then creating or seeing the world as other than us, then dividing the world into good or bad, then having the likes and dislikes to the world in the mind, and therefore taking the world as Shatru and Mitra. All this is Papa. This all nonsense will just go away. Sarva Papai Pramuchyate. Then what? When you close eyes, Soham, you are identified with the Lord who is beyond the Panchakoshas. The moment the eyes are opened, the Samashti Jagat ke roop mein Bhagavan hai. I am his own Amsha. My job is to serve him. Dasoham. देखो खेल खत्म, दुकान बंद. There's no need. All those pressures of vasanas, pressures of desires, pressures of the yuga dharma, temptations of the indriyas और the object world, ये सारा कचरा भागवत पढ़ते पढ़ते रहो ना, सब निकल जाता है. Life is so immaculate, so pure, so beautiful, so divinized. Don't you want to enjoy that? याद रखना, सबसे पहली बात क्या है ना, रुक कर आंख बंद करके अपने आप के जीवन को हमने एक बार परखना है, फिर देखना है उसमें कितने पाप है, फिर भगवान की कृपा से सब निकल जाएंगे. हाउ द कृपा कम्स व्हेन वी आर रेगुलर स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ भागवत. So till the papa nirmulana happens, go on doing the Shravana, Kirtana ityadi with Shraddha of the Janma and Karma of Bhagavan Vishnu in all avatars, especially Krishna avatar. And whoever are guiding us in this regard, go to them and get in guided. Whoever are misguiding us, taking us away from this, trying to destroy our faith, whoever they may be, just do namaste to them and move away. They are our Shatrus. This shloka is so simple, but then all in all complete. य एतत् देवदेवस्य विष्णोः कर्माणि जन्म च कीर्तयेत् श्रद्धया सच मर्त्यः सर्वभावैः प्रमुच्यते. Once you have become regular in satsang, mind your mind your spiritual sadhana, mind your knowledge, focus on that only. In the vyavahara, whatever dharma is to be done, do it. Somebody asks, tell them whatever you know. If they don't ask, don't paste your half wisdom to them. Most importantly, don't get misguided by them. Anybody tries to take you away from spirituality, tell only one thing. I just started listening to Swamiji's talks or Bhagavatam. There are a lot of sadhanas are told, and it is said Bhagavan is experienced and we can have his darshana. I'll try all of that. Even after doing all that, if the anubhava doesn't come, then I'll come and meet you, join you as a nastika. Then tell them, by the way, anyway I'm trying, you also try with me. सब मिलकर हम कोशिश करेंगे, नहीं मिला तो सब मिलकर एक नास्तिक संगम बनाएंगे. अगर मिल गए तो let us really be true speakers, seekers, and also the pracharaks of the Paramatma and Adhyatmikata. The best example is of our own Puja Gurudev. He was a journalist. He went to Rishikesh to take interviews or to observe all the sadhu sannyasi who are just staying there when the entire country is struggling for freedom. उनको थोड़ा सा लगा कि ये लोग बस बर्डन है दुनिया में देश के लिए. When he went there, when he saw the Mahatmas, their daily anushtana, upasana, tapasya, their prarthanas done for the universal goodness and peace, उनके चेहरे पे जो दिव्यता वर्चस, he was so much influenced by that. I tell you that Gurudev's, the one who went to पोल खोलने के लिए जो गए उनका, he himself became a sannyasi there. He learned all the shastras. He did sadhana. He experienced it, and he himself became such a great revolutionary, and he traveled all over the world for 42.5 years to tell the glory of Sanatana Dharma and Adhyatmika Jivana to all. He was very rational. He doesn't want to believe just to somebody because he says he has tried, tested on his own seat of meditation, he experienced it. In the same way, don't allow others to distract you from this path. You tell them, I am doing all my sadhana, अनुभव नहीं आएगा तब तुम्हारे साथ जुड़ूंगा, तब तक तुम भी हमारे साथ आओ. One way of getting rid of people and their invitation to all nonsense is what? Anytime they invite you, you tell them तुम आओ मेरे क्लास में. स्वामी जी इतने चिल्ला के डेली 6 क्लास बोल रहे इतने 2.5 साल से, अभी 4,000 टॉक्स हुए उनके. Why is he doing it? For all of us only. Come, आ जाओ, ऐसे बुला उनको. Either they will come or they will not ask you to join them. Anyway, you are liberated. Now, the last shloka of the last chapter of the 11th skandha is also beautiful. Ittam harer bhagavato ruchira avatara viryani bala charitani cha shantamani anyatra cha iha cha shrutani grunan manushyaha bhaktim param paramamsa gatau lameta. So I need 15 minutes to talk on this. So now we cannot do, because we have to do our little of Adhyatma Ramayanam. Let it take one more day. It's not in my hands. Thank you. Sarvam Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namah Sri Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai. Please let us have a small arati. Then we will have arati again later too. Whole country is full of Sankranti celebrations. Slowly it is getting subsided. Here it started morning. Just now they stopped everything. Om Neelamega Shama Krishna Nitya Jagan Mohana Krishna Balagopala Krishna Bhavya Mangalam Venugana Lola Krishna Vedanta Veda Krishna Bhakta Janadhara Krishna Paramadaya Vardhi Krishna Mukti Sandhayaka Krishna Murti Mangalam Gita Mridata Krishna Paramayogisha Krishna Partha Sarata Rupa Krishna Sarva Mangalam Rama Sarva Mangalam Satguru Sarva Mangalam Om Nadatra Suryo Bhatana Chandadarakam Nema Vidyo Bhagavato Yamagni Eva Bhanta Manvasaro Sivasa Narayana Vadasana Bol Siyavar Ramachandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Radhavara Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Umavara Chandra Chuda Bhagavan Ki Jai Srimad Bhagavat Mahapurana Mahashastra Ki Jai Veda Vyasa Adi Samasta Bhagavat Acharya Mandala Ki Jai आज के आनंद की जय सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद थैंक यू जस्ट गिव मी 25-20 मिनट we will do our Adhyatma Ramayanam little portion. Thank you friends. I appreciate your